The war in Ukraine continues with full intensity. August 12, 2026. Zaporizhzhia direction. Ronin Battalion running continuous surveillance across Russian logistics routes. Every vehicle that moves toward the front line or carries supplies for Russian forces stays under observation. The moment something enters the sector, the operator tracks it. Trucks heading to forward positions, vehicles moving equipment, each one identified before it arrives anywhere useful. The route Russia depends on to keep this direction supplied keeps producing the same result for every vehicle that tries to use it. Lyman direction. Russian infantry groups pushing toward positions they still haven't managed to take. Signum operators responding with 2 FPV crews on a single group simultaneously. One drone alone sometimes gives survivors enough time to scatter. 2 drones at once closes that window. The entire group is gone in seconds. Then the next target. Then the one after that. Russia keeps sending infantry into this direction. Signum keeps finding them before they get anywhere. A Ukrainian FPV drone dives directly into a Russian shelter and doesn't detonate. The soldier inside is alone with a live drone that failed to go off. Panic. He doesn't know whether to stay or run. Every second he waits is a gamble. Eventually, he decides to move, picks it up, heads for the exit. The moment he gets outside, it detonates. The shelter that felt dangerous was actually the safer option. He just didn't know that in time. Signum Battalion working through the sector in a single operation. A Russian logistics vehicle intercepted on a supply route. A Molniya strike drone brought down before it reaches its target. Russian soldiers caught on a rooftop, spotted and struck from above. An electronic warfare system located and hit. 4 different target types, 1 operation, all of it handled in sequence. That's what systematic drone coverage looks like when it's running at full capacity. A lone Russian soldier, fresh kit, new camouflage, looks like he just arrived. No idea where he's going, no idea what's already tracking him. Minutes of walking, then the drone sound reaches him. He drops flat and starts firing upward, shot after shot, trying to hit something moving faster than he can track. None of them connect. Nowhere left to run. The drone reaches him before the next round is chambered. A Russian soldier opening up on a Ukrainian Rybaka kamikaze drone, first with a machine gun, then switching to a rifle. Neither works. The drone was going after logistics transport. It wasn't going after him. It finds its target anyway. Russian soldiers hiding in the forest, convinced the tree cover would keep them safe. It didn't. The drone operators find them faster than they expected. One by one, each position located before anyone inside thinks they've been spotted. The forest that was supposed to be the safe option turns out to be just another place to be found. A Vovchansk direction. Russian assault units moving through the forest, trying to push toward Ukrainian defensive lines. Ukrainian drones tracking them through the tree line. Munitions dropped directly onto the groups below. The forest that was supposed to give them cover and concealment becomes the place they're found. Every push forward ends the same way. The assault groups that move out don't all make it through. Belgorod direction. Ukrainian drones hitting Russian infantry positions, building by building. Each strike bringing down the structure around whoever is inside. These aren't precision taps. The payloads are heavy enough to collapse walls, blow out floors. Positions that Russian forces fortified inside abandoned buildings, dismantled from above, one hit at a time. Donetsk region. Russian forces trying to push through defensive lines. Armored vehicles, infantry, vehicles moving in convoy. None of it gets through. Vatovy battalion drones responding to every attempt. Armored vehicles that should have an advantage on open ground, stopped before they reach anything. Foot soldiers caught in the open between positions, nowhere to go. Whatever Russia sends through this sector, the drones are already there. The push that was supposed to break the line keeps ending at the same point. A Russian Buk-M2 or M3 air defense system, increasingly rare near the front line. Russia has been pulling them back, away from the contact zone, after losing too many. They now serve as the first layer of defense, protecting Iskander missile systems and S-400 batteries further back. Ukraine's Black Forest Brigade finds one anyway, a system worth tens of millions of dollars, located and struck before it can protect anything else. Ukrainian soldiers shooting down Russian FPV drones with automatic fire. Small arms, open sights, moving targets, it works.
Yeah, нахуй, yeah!
This time from a soldier's perspective, just how difficult it actually is to hit a fast-moving drone with a rifle. Drop a comment. What weapon would work better against an incoming drone at this range? Russian drone operators attempting to operate in civilian clothing, blending in with local residents to avoid being targeted. Ukraine's Ares unit spots them anyway. Artillery fire coordinated onto the position. The disguise that was supposed to provide cover didn't survive identification by Ukrainian units in the area. Operating out of uniform on this front doesn't provide the protection it was supposed to. An unmanned ground vehicle moving supplies toward forward positions. Ammunition, equipment, whatever was loaded before it set out. A drone spots it and closes in. The UGV can maneuver, but it can't outrun what's tracking it from above. A direct hit stops it before it arrives. The supplies it was carrying stay where it stopped. This is the ground war evolving in real time. Robots chasing robots, each side trying to keep the other's machines from reaching their destination. Bryansk Oblast, inside Russia. Ukraine's Chimera unit crossing the border with FPV drones, hitting vehicles, artillery systems, and ammunition stockpiles on Russian territory. Positions that Russia considered safe from ground attack reached from the air. Every ammunition depot struck here is a supply line that doesn't reach the front. Every artillery system taken out is a gun that stops firing on Ukrainian positions. The border isn't a limit for what these operators can reach. A Ukrainian soldier in a dugout, a Russian munition lands just close enough. He survives it, barely. Magyar's birds operator scanning the tree lines, knowing exactly where soldiers tend to hide on this front. Hours of careful searching. Then something under a camouflaged cover. The soldier inside realizes he's been found and waves a stick, trying to drive the drone away without giving away his exact position. It doesn't work. The drone already knows where he is. Novorossiysk port, Russian air defense opening up on incoming Ukrainian drones. Thousands of tracer rounds lighting up the night sky. The port that was supposed to be out of reach. Ukrainian MiG 29 pilots in the north. AASM Hammer strikes on a Russian drone command post and electronic warfare systems. Take out the command post. The UAV operators lose their hub. Take out the electronic warfare systems. The jamming stops. Both hit in the same pass. 2 problems solved with 1 flight. Shaheds, Gerberas, Lancets, and guided aerial bombs, all intercepted by Ukraine's 23rd Khortytsia Brigade. Different systems, same outcome. The Lancet is Russia's precision, loitering munition designed to hunt artillery and vehicles. The Shahed and Gerberas are one-way attack drones built for mass strikes. None of them reached their targets. Every drone that gets intercepted here is a strike that lands on nothing. fuel tankers, supply depots, quad bikes, and ground robotic systems, all targeted in the same operation. Russia using robotic platforms to move supplies to forward positions, replacing soldiers on the most exposed routes. Ukraine's border guard drone operators find them anyway. Fuel that doesn't arrive, supplies that don't get through, robots that don't reach their destination. Ukrainian drone operators clearing logistics routes of two different threats in the same operation. Russian ambush drones waiting on the roads, and improvised explosive devices placed on the shoulders, both located and neutralized before they activate. Routes that Russian forces had turned into traps, cleared and handed back under Ukrainian control. The road is safe again, until the next attempt. 237 combat engagements yesterday. Ukraine struck Novorossiysk and Sevastopol in the same night. Jet drones, Neptune missiles, sea drones, all hitting the Black Sea Fleet simultaneously. Drop a comment. What comes next?